Hey Hardin County, it's Michelle Labus. It is February 18th, and I'm going to let you know what happened at the commissioners meeting today. They, A. Mans at JFS resigned. They got the CBDG grant for the traffic light. They approved the minutes, of course. So at 9:30 they had the Board of DD chiller kickoff meeting. So Garmon Miller was there. The people that who are actually doing the contracting work, the project manager was there. And kind of what happens is Garmon Miller is our engineering firm. And so they have this standard list of things that they say, how many items? I mean, there's probably 20 plus items on the list that they go through and they say, okay, this is done, this is done. The plans are approved, the tax exempt file is approved. They make sure they understand the rules, that if the contractor talks to anybody else and they say, hey, can you run a wire here? Can you do this? That's not part of the deal. They're not going to get paid for it. So any communications needs to go through Garmon Miller, just kind of standard contract type stuff. So they did that. Amber Cronley came in and gave her updates for the month. So food assistance, they had 3,357 individuals, which is about 1,600 families, for a cost of $605,809 for the month. Cash assistance was 129 individuals. One was an adult, the others were children, for $34,514. They had 75 child reports for like abuse, neglect, those kind of things. 23 investigations. They have 31 children in custody. Their care is 113,500 for room and board and care, which is about $4,000 per day per child. So, or maybe that's per month. Anyway, so it's quite a substantial amount. They had 10 reports for adult care, 9 investigations, transportation. For Medicaid transportation, they had 117 individuals, which is 183 trips, and a cost for $44,000. There's been a lot of turnover at JFS, but they have 5 positions open. 3 are in the children's side. 1 is open at the front desk, and then Anita Shirk is moving. They've hired her as Ohio Means Job Supervisor. So she was currently working there. They've moved her up into this supervisor role as Gianna is retiring. And so they're making that switch. And so they're going to backfill Anita's position, but they're going to wait till they get a better feel for what's actually needed in that position. So something very exciting, they're going to pair with the BKP, and they had some best practice money at JFS that they're going to use, and they're going to get a safe haven box down at the Kenton BKP, where newborn babies can be dropped off there and be taken care of. And so that's pretty exciting for our county. Let's see, I think that was kind of it. So it's good to see departments working together to serve the needs of our community. Now, Vancrest, there's a Teams meeting with Vancrest that I didn't stay for. They were getting it all ready, and they're going to go into a G2 buying and selling of property for the nursing home. So I'm hoping, because of course we only have until July to secure this, that this means that there's some progress being made. Hopefully Vancrest has found property. So what they would have to do is so they have the optional of the 10 acres out there at Hardin Hills, which you have to do that for paperwork reasons to hold the beds over. But I think really they were always trying to find different land. So hopefully this means they have a different property lined up, which means they would give back that option of the 10 acres to the county, showing that they have these 10 acres, or however many acres they have, now purchased. And I'm not sure, actually, I'm not sure what the next steps are. Hopefully we'll get an announcement of the location and the time, and so they have to, per the law, to hold these state certified beds, they have to break ground, and then show progress every 6 months, 3 months. They have to prove that they are continuing to make progress. And so depending on if they're going to, get started on this nursing home right away and move it along quickly, or if they're going to maybe drag it out, we'll see. I think they opted for 4 years to have the building finished, which Logan Acres and Bellefontaine, I don't know how much time they opted, because they bought 15 of our beds and they built an additional Alzheimer's wing on their facility, and it kind of got delayed. It was supposed to open in August. I don't know if it's open quite yet, but maybe you go for a 4 years time frame so that you're not coming up on a deadline, even if it takes 3 years. But it probably is going to take 3 years to get the building up and running. So anyways, it'll be exciting to find out the final location. So I didn't stay for that. We obviously will see if there was any action taken after the meeting that they would have to vote on, so I can check with that. But other than that, it was a pretty easy day. It's cold but beautiful, and so I hope you guys are having a good one. We'll talk to you later. Bye.